So lads, Caitlyn Clark is out injured right now, and it appears that we know, well, she's out injured with a groin injury, and it appears there is footage of how it happened. And this one's on the coach. This one seems to be on the coach, but at the end of the day, I do think when it comes to this that it's not like there was nothing beforehand. It's not like she was 100% healthy, because she seems to have been injured for a while. But if you guys did not see, with 16 seconds to go, the game's over and Caitlyn Clark gets subbed back on the court for some reason, and Aaliyah Boston throws a bad handoff to her. Like, it was a bad handoff by Aaliyah Boston there. She's then running after the ball, and then she just pulls up with something. She pulls up with something, like she just jumps in the air. Like, I thought she tripped over her own feet.
So guys, Caitlyn Clark think there was nothing leading up to this.
She just jumps in the air. Like, if you're looking at that, like, that's not tripping over her own feet. She just jumps in the air, and then eventually hits the deck in that position there. Like, she could have definitely blown at her knee from that landing, by the way. She's lucky she didn't blow at her. She's lucky she got a full push on that and her knee didn't buckle in. But she ends up down from that. And I originally thought, and I'm like, there's nothing crazy on this. But I said it and I was like, the only way... I made this video earlier. I actually recorded this video earlier. And the video, like, I'm having to re-record it because my conclusion is that the only way that is causing her groin injury is if she already had injured her groin. Or if she was already carrying something. Turns out she was. So if you guys did not see, in this game right here, against the New York Liberty, she's doesn't have anything strapped up.
Here's what happened. With 16 seconds left in the game, and the game already over, Caitlyn gets subbed back onto the court for some reason. Aaliyah Boston then makes a bad handoff to her. It was a poor pass.
And people were saying her quad was strapped up against Connecticut Sun. That is a very high strapping up for a quad. Like, I'm not a doctor by any means. I'm not a physio, but I am a man who's been injured a lot. A snapped Achilles, 3 torn MCLs, torn hamstring tendon in my left leg, torn quad in my right leg, and it's very rare that high. That's a quad strain that high. That is groin tape more so than quad. It could be a quad, but maybe it could have been a misdiagnosed injury. There's like a lot of people have Achilles injuries that are diagnosed as calf strains. But yeah, it could genuinely just be could have been a misdiagnosed injury. And after the situation where she falls over, if you guys did not see, at the end of the game, Caitlyn Clark is holding her groin. She is holding her groin after that fall, which is not ideal. Which is not ideal at all for the Fever. Like, I wonder how long she's out for. I really do. I fully believe she's been playing through this injury since then. I fully believe that aggravated it. I still think that even if she went out and didn't do that, I still think she'd be suffering a bit of an injury, and playing her on a back-to-back isn't ideal. And there is a possibility. There's a possibility that she's back for the Wings game. Unlikely because it's away from home. But it's either one of two things. It is either they're managing groin tightness, and maybe that was groin tightness, because they didn't say groin strain. They didn't say, like the last time Caitlyn Clark got injured, it was.
But it was a close call. At first I thought there wasn't much to it, but I realized that the only way her groin injury could be linked to this specific play is if she already had some sort of injury, and as it turns out, she did. If you guys saw the
quad strain, normally, like, players, when they get injured, it's announced, they mention how long it'll take for the player to come back. They do. However, with Caitlyn Clark, there was none. There was none this time. It just said she's out groin. So it could be literally they just want her gone for one day. Like, they could literally just want her gone for one game. They want her to sit out and they don't want her to play a back-to-back. Like, that is a possibility that it's a minor groin strain. They've deemed it's not going to make things worse, but I don't know. Like, it's one of two things. It's either it's groin tightness and she'll be back for the Commissioner's Cup game. She's probably going to miss these next 2 games, or it's a groin strain and she's out for the All-Star game. Like, it's one of those two, and there's no in between. There's absolutely no in between. And like, I tweeted, I was like, I said no
Game
match with Paige, no Commissioner's Cup, and likely no All-Star game. People are like, you're dramatic, and I'm like, even if I am, the real answer is, even if I am being over dramatic, at the end of the day, how are we meant to know? How are we meant to know? Like, there is nothing that was said, and it just depends on whether or not you guys believe that that Caitlyn Clark is like, well, if you guys believe the Fever would have given a full injury report, because at the end of the day, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all, and we're now in a situation where nobody has a clue what's going on. No one has a clue. Like, the last time Caitlyn Clark got injured,
like Achilles problems get diagnosed as calf strains. It's possible Caitlyn's injury was never properly diagnosed, and the groin pain may have been lingering for a while after the fall. If you watched closely, Caitlyn was holding her groin, which is definitely not a good sign for the Fever. The big question now is how long she'll be out for. I really wonder how this will play out. I believe she's been playing through this injury for a while, and this fall likely aggravated it. Even if she hadn't fallen, I think she'd still be struggling with some level of injury.
they mentioned that she suffered a quad strain and will be out for 2 weeks. This time it was just status report. She's out. Just out of nowhere. But again, it does look like it's something she's been carrying. It looks like she never fully heals from that groin injury. Or either that or she picked up another injury straight away. She was either never right or she picked up another injury straight away. And like, if it turns out that she is actually out here with a groin strain and it's not a good one, like, there is a shot, like, it's for being honest, is sitting her for till August a smart decision? Maybe. Like, it might be a smart decision sitting her till August. It might be a smart decision. Like, prior to the game against the Aces, she's there working on her left. People are saying she's working on her leg while the rest of them are shooting around. It's just plyometrics. It just looks like plyometrics here.
And playing her back-to-back wasn't ideal. There's a chance she could be back for the Wings game, but it's unlikely given it's an away game. At this point, it's either a minor groin issue and they want her to rest for one game, or it's a more serious strain and she could be out longer, maybe even missing the All-Star game. When I tweeted about it, I said there's no match with Paige, no Commissioner's Cup, and likely no All-Star game. Some people thought I was being dramatic, but honestly, how are we supposed to know? There's no real information about the injury, and it just leaves us all in the dark. But last time Caitlyn was injured,
all I'm going to say is that that's a weird way of going down. You can see her legs like shaking. Her legs shaking as she's trying. Like, that's not good, by the way. That's not good. She's trying to literally lunge. She is trying to lunge, and her leg was shaking, going into a lunge. And I get it, it's plyometrics, it is what it is, but like, that doesn't look right. That does not look right. Impressive pre-game routine. It might have been an issue in the Valks game. Like, what are people showing? I think that's just restless. I think that's just restless. I don't think that's her just being kind of wanting to move around. Like, I'm not gonna say she's not holding that down. She just kicks back. There's no way she injured it while staring at a kid. Like, it looked like her left leg was bothering her, and her left leg might have been bothering her. And at this stage, it could have been a situation where it was just tightness. It's still tightness. And yeah, look, she might have just fallen for the trap that has killed so many NBA players' careers, getting bulking up. She might have fallen for the trap.
They mentioned a quad strain and gave a 2-week recovery timeline, but this time, there's just a vague out status. It seems like this is something she's been dealing with, and either it wasn't fully healed, or she got hurt again right after. If it turns out this is a serious groin strain, it could mean she's out until August. Honestly, sitting her out for the next few weeks might be a smart decision. Before the game against the Aces, she was seen working on her left leg while the rest of the team was shooting around. It looked like plyometrics exercises, but her leg was shaking as she lunged, which doesn't look good at all. Maybe it's just a restless leg, or maybe it's more serious. Either way, it seems like her left leg was bothering her, and this could have been an issue that was building up. In the end, this could have been a case of her body not being able to handle the strain. It's possible that she pushed too hard, or maybe she fell into the trap that has taken down so many athletes. Overworking and bulking up. We just have to wait and see how it all plays out.